Vapes are us. All right, welcome to Corporals Winter Wonderland. Now, for the record, this video was not planned. I had something else in store, but we had a good 7 or 8 inches of snow, so I figured let's get out here, improvise, and most importantly, enjoy it. Let's get to it. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Puts that right here. Okay, so those watching, you can see where I'm going with this. We have a horseshoe shape berm right here. I would like to get this thing up about another 6 inches to maybe a foot at the most, and 18 inches or so, maybe 2 foot thick. Then taking my emergency blanket from Self-Reliance Outfitters, we have a reflective side on the inside, put it in an A-frame configuration over top of my berm, okay? Build the back wall up, build this front door over to here so we have a small, somewhat of a hobbit hole that I can crawl into, take my backpack and use that for a door. And then I have an improvised snow shelter in the woods. Yet one more reason to carry trash bags with you. Or in this case, a 55-gallon drum liner, 6 mil in thickness. Boom, save the day. So those drum liners saved a lot of time here, and we're almost done. I want to get a Y branch here and then drape the tarp over this. Starting to look like Planet Hoth around here. A couple of tauntauns, we'll be in business. Okay, so there's our snow shelter in the woods using our emergency blankets. I went ahead and rolled with 2 blankets, I overlapped them, gave it that shingled effect over there. There's no rain in the forecast, and the snow is actually going to stop here in about an hour. So if I can plug the back and the front up and make myself a small little hobbit door, I think we'll be in business. So I'm happy with that. All right, here we are. We're inside of our snow shelter in the woods. Snow cave in the woods, baby. I'm on my side right now. We still got a good 3 or 4 inches of clearance before I actually hit this ridge pole. I have a vent hole back here. Once I put my backpack in the front for a door, we'll have a small vent hole there as well, so air can flow through here. But believe it or not, as is, we're blocking about 95% of the wind. And just based on that, it feels a lot warmer. So I'm happy with this. Let's go ahead and get out. I want to grab one more tarp and put it on the bottom down here, and then lay my little isomat thermarest on top of that. And now I'm thinking fire and chow. As always, all the gear in my videos can be found in 2 places. One, my Amazon influencer page, and 2, my Self-Reliance Outfitters influencer page. If you're interested in Corporals Corner merchandise, that can be found on Teespring. All 3 links are found inside my description box. If you like what you see here, please do me that favor. Hit that like and subscribe button, and then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. And then take it a step further. Grab your cell phone, download the free YouTube app, and sign in. This will give you push notifications when my new videos drop. Seasoned to perfection. Look at that steam coming off there. Oh, man. Juicy AF. Catch you all in a few. Alright, so I already mentioned that this video was not planned. Truth be told though, it was planned last year. Here's what happened. Last year I did a solo overnight using an ultralight 1 Tigris hot tent with a collapsible stove. And that video was because an ice storm came in and it destroyed the snow that was on the ground. It compacted all of it and just turned it into hard chunks of ice. So it was virtually impossible to do something like this. So I shifted gears then, did the hot tent. When I saw this snow, I shifted gears again and went back to the archives. So for those that don't know, here's how it works for me. The thumbnails that you see on my videos, I see that in my head. And sometimes I wake up out of a dead sleep. Sometimes I'm just walking around and I see it. I gotta think, how do I reverse engineer that to build something like that? So that's what I've been dealing with for these videos. And then imagine dealing with this for a year, constantly bringing me back to it. So anyway, here we are. It happened, and I'm going to enjoy it. So with that, let's go ahead and get inside this bad boy and check her out. All right, so we're camping inside of a freezer. Check this out. Vapes are us. But here's the funny thing. It actually feels warmer than out there because there's no wind or breeze. So I'm willing to bet you, with this wool jacket on, the Belmont blanket, the wool blanket over top of me, I'll be in good shape. I can already see steam coming off my leg, so my clothes are actually drying out being in here. I'm happy with this. We're going to block the elements and basically sleep inside of an igloo. And honestly, this blanket right here, on top of my thermarest, on top of this reflective blanket, I don't feel any cold on my body at all. So I'm happy with that. So experiment number 1, can I survive the night? With that, catch you all in the morning. Okay, so check this out. I'm laying here and I actually had to show you this. It is so warm, it's unreal. 100% wind is blocked. The doorway down there is plugged up, and I have the wool blanket folded in half. It's a queen size wool blanket over my head. And I'll tell you right now, I don't feel any cold on my body at all. So I'm happy with this. For something that was spur of the moment, it worked out well. It's not getting any easier. All right, steak and eggs for breakfast. Tell you what, outstanding. Perfect. I'm gonna protein up, catch you all in a few. go ahead and talk about this shelter. We have an emergency snow shelter in the woods. We utilized the snow and built a berm around it in a horseshoe shape. Landed 2 poles, one in the front, one in the back. A ridge pole between that. Placed our tarps over it. We lined the inside with another emergency blanket to keep our body from getting any contact with that snow. Thermarest on top of that. Then a Belmont blanket because there's a fleece side on that and it actually would keep me warm. Laid on top of that and then cocooned myself in a queen size wool blanket. And as you saw, once I got warmed up, I couldn't see my breath at all. It was warm and toasty. Blocked the front of this with my pack and we had our air hole in the back for a vent. I'm happy with this. All in all, it took about 2.5 hours to get everything all out here and ready to go and built up and mess around with the tarp. Again, this video was not planned. And it's kind of cool for me because I didn't plan this, but I could do it with what I had on hand. So I'm happy with that. Something to think about. Another 1 million uses for an emergency blanket. The important thing I liked though was using those 55-gallon drum liners, trash bags, to pack full of snow, and I could just carry it behind me and just slid right across the snow. And that contributed greatly to getting this thing done in like 2 hours. So, something to think about. More great things to come. And there you go. Solo overnight building an emergency snow shelter in the woods. Just keeps getting better and better. The one thing I would change though, and I may have mentioned this, I may not have. If I had time, I could have framed that roof out and then buried the sucker. Would have been cool AF, but turned out well. With that, all the gear in my videos can be found in 2 places. One on my Amazon influencer page and 2 my Self-Reliance Outfitters influencer page. And if you're interested in Corporals Corner merchandise, that can be found on Teespring. All 3 links are found inside my description box. Now please do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button, then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. And as always, thank you for your comments, views, and support. Thanks for watching. Get out in the field, have some fun. I'm going to catch you next time.